Hello everybody, Shinjo here, welcome back to the channel. Oh, hold on, this isn't right. Let me see, this should work. Okay, perfect. And we lost the audio, hold on. I didn't realize I was going to do that. Okay, so yeah, this is where we're starting the episode, and this is certainly an interesting way to start the episode. So, I have a lot of things to explain on this. But trust me when I say that I'll have enough time to explain it, because today's just going to be like a chill sort of episode, because it's all just going to be like, what's the word? I guess like a catch-up sort of episode? Not like literal catch-up, but you know what I mean. And now all we got to do is chuck balls. Easy. So, that little Goomy there is the rare encounter on this route. So let me get out of here. I kind of wish I had fly, but I don't. Did I not battle him? I thought I don't remember. So let me get back to Mauville and explain what has been going on. Because in between episodes, I did check on that tower that was up there. And it's basically just an EV tower. So I thought, cool, EV tower, that makes a lot of sense. I can properly train my Pokemon. But the problem is, since I've been playing the game so much anyway, it's been skewed, I guess to say. The EVs weren't exactly accurate. Because I got an item when I went in there that like shows the EVs. You see 252, 252, and then 6 for the rest of it. So what I ended up doing is, let me actually show you to prove that I'm not crazy. Because my plan was to just look at it, but I didn't want to go too far. This is my original Bisharp. And after EV training it, after, what's the word? After nuking his EVs, putting them back to 0, and training them again, he ended up at level 72. As well as level 58 for you. Oh yeah, I caught this. I was thinking about using this on my team, because I did check on that, how to get that evolution. Tangrowth, I don't think I really trained Tangrowth that much. But then Misaki, yeah, everybody was like super high level. Of course, they're kind of high level now. But what I decided is just to use the daycare and get basically new versions of these Pokemon. And EV train them from 0. The abilities are a bit different. For one, I know Dracebarath has Cloud 9 instead of Air Control, I think the ability is. Which, that's a little bit unfortunate, but I just didn't want to run through the game with a level 66 or level 72 Bisharp, because that just seemed like it wouldn't really be that fun. So that's why I got new eggs and basically put them out from 0. And that's what I'm going to try and do here. And I did find a couple of shinies there, because it's just like one Pokemon for each room that they have. So HP, attack, all the other stat distribution things. And I found a shiny Wigglytuff that I caught. I found a couple of shiny Hitmontop that I just, either it knocked itself out or it knocked me out. And yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. So then I was here thinking, well, I have the need for a water or a Surfmon, because I didn't want to teach it to the new Tentacruel, because it's a physical attacker. That just doesn't make sense to me. And this doesn't make sense to me. Low disk space. Yeah, I've heard that one before. So that is why I am here where I'm at. I'm not entirely sure how you guys are going to feel as far as me getting essentially a brand new team. But I suppose before I completely put them away and hatch this egg, before I get too carried away, I will show off their stats and movesets and stuff. Bisharp got Adamant Nature. I just threw it in the daycare with the Dittos. Luckily, I got Adamant Nature. I think its moveset is essentially the same. It may have Protect instead of something else. I don't remember what it had. But Lucamoth, Brave Nature, which isn't great, but it's there. Now, I did decide to give it Dazzle Dust because it's basically just like Dogma, Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Destiny Hero Dogma's ability where it has a Mon Strength, which is really handy to catch. Now, Drace Barath is definitely a different moveset because I don't think it had Dragon Pulse before. I suppose I could check. But since I don't have air control, I decided to give it Ancient Power instead. And Physalia is a new addition to the team. I thought that it would be handy to have. Plus, I really like it. Now, it had Thunderclap as priority, but it also had Aqua Jet, but I didn't want to have both. Liquidation is a good water move. Bolt Blitz in case I wanted to just nuke something. And Poison Jab, which is just handy for any fairy types that I may encounter. So let me see what your moveset is before. Oh, I did teach it Knight's Vow. Okay, I didn't remember if I did or not. That's right, I taught you Shockwave. Honestly, I don't think I need it. Okay, I'm not counting? Yeah. Yeah, your moveset's basically the same, except what's the difference? Oh, I have Thunderclap and Bolt Blitz. Yeah, and in hindsight, I don't know why I taught, what's his name? I don't know why I taught Drace Barath, Thunderwave, and Yon, because I really can't use both. So, that's where I'm at. So, what I did is I looked at mons that learn Surf and ones that make sense, because I could just easily catch a Linoon and teach it Surf if that was my only thing. But I didn't want to use a Linoon because it's a mon that everybody already sees anyway. So it's just kind of, I guess, boring. Plus, I want the opportunity to use more of the newer Pokemon. So I was looking through, and this little Goomy can learn Surf. Hopefully it actually does, and I didn't just botch it. Worst case scenario, I bred it in the daycare and I get regular Goomy instead of the new Goomy. But I don't know. I've definitely been spending a lot of time looking on the Google Docs for Blazing Emerald, mainly just because I don't want to feel like I'm wasting a lot of time adding mons to my team that I just won't use. And I did clear out my box as well, not that any of that matters to you. Because my thing is, and I know that I've experienced this other times when I was playing, what's it called, Phoenix Rising before, way back in the day on my channel. And any other game that I play that I don't have as a Nuzlocke or any sort of challenge. My thing is, I change my team around so much, so it's hard to decide what to keep and what not to keep. Okay, good. So what do I name this Goomy? He's a little goofball. He's a gooper. You know what? I know what I'm gonna name you. Hold on. I didn't know where to go. You are gonna be named Jello. So let me see first of all. Liquid Ooze, which is very handy. Unfortunately, it's another fairy type. I say unfortunately. And it has Bubble Beam, which is something. So, the big $1 million question, yes. Okay, that's all I care about. So, I suppose since I got the Goomy, I can just show you how this place works. For anybody that hasn't played the game, also Sakura got to level 93. It's been the mon that I've used to basically capture or fight everything. So over here, I can buy items. I can get experience share, and I can get all sorts of vitamins. And here, I can reset the EVs back to 0. And that's all that he does. So, before I go in here, you press R, which on my situation is S, and you see Gumi, like, EVs that basically says nothing and everything for the EV column. But when I go to this guy, there's a symbol with each door. The first one's health, the next one's attack, then defense, then speed, then special attack, and then special defense. So basically there, yeah, a wild Pokemon in there will get 3 EV points, and I can easily check them by using the stat scanner, which I believe I got as soon as I walked in here. So I want to make Gumi a special attacker, so I'm going to go in here. So I run around for a bit, and I run into a Golduck. And all I got to do is Night Slash him, knock him out. Gumi gets up to level 6, level 7, level 8, level 9, level 10. And then if I look back on the stat scanner, it has 3 special attack EVs. Simple as that. And that's what I've been doing with most of my time. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be really... Hold on. This is going to be really weird for me. Let me actually take my headphones off. So I muted the sound. Actually, feels weird not having my headphones on, so let me keep them on. So I muted the game because I'm going to be speeding it up and it's going to be very wonky, so I'll remind myself to put some music in here because the rest of this episode is just going to be me training up Gumi to match the rest of the team. I don't think it can evolve. Hold up, let me actually check because I'm not sure. Actually, while I wait for that to boot up, I'll battle a couple of more mons. Night Slash. Okay, it's ready. Alright. Okay, it only gets Liquid Ooze. Okay. Okay, honestly, I think that's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen sooner rather than later. So, I did just look. This Gumi is a Happiness Evo. And considering that I have him starting from level 5, I don't think it's gonna be that long before it evolves. I just didn't know if it was a specific item or anything like that. Because my thing is part of me wants to... Ooh, another Dazzle Dust user. Part of me wants to just use mons that I like. So I was considering Buizel. Because even though it's mostly a physical attacker, it can learn some good special attacks as well. Which is very interesting. But the thing of it is, I would rather show off the new mons. Oh, and here's the problem. I don't want Gumi to be involved in a battle. Yeah, there are some times that I run into 2 mons. Also, on that route up above where I caught the Gumi, I did run into a Furret that was shiny, but I couldn't catch it. And how was it? I don't remember the details of it. Either I ran away from it or I knocked it out or something. I think I may have knocked it out, but I don't remember exactly what. But, so I was looking at the document. I don't know if this is how it is in the base game, but apparently in this game, Furret can learn Surf, and I didn't know that it could learn Surf, so that is interesting. Honestly, I feel like Furret could learn Surf normally. That just kind of makes sense to me. But yeah, Gliscor's gotta be my first level 100 in this game. And that is not something that I expected to see here. So, yeah. Now, surprisingly enough... Okay, what level are you at now? 24? No. I just don't want to risk Gumi getting knocked out. Although, actually, I probably should... Well, that was 15 attacks. So that will be like 45? Tickle? No, I'm good. There'd be like 45 or like 48 now EVs, right? Okay. Okay, hold on. I can figure this out, actually. Because most attacks from Gliscor do knock out something. So that's 84. So 252 divided by 3 is 84. Each one gives me 3 EVs. So yeah, that'll be 84 hits. So 15 is 30. 40, 50. So yeah, I will have to heal up anyway. And honestly, if the levels weren't an issue, I would just use my other mons that are on my team. So Bisharp, the Lucamoth, but I don't want to because then they're gonna get too high level and then it's just all gonna be a big thing. Because even just doing this and not even having the mon in the battle, it still got to level 60, like 61, 62 without that. So that is just crazy to me. But this is how the EV training train works. So how are you guys doing today? I'm doing okay. I'm a little bit exhausted from basically redoing my team from ground zero, but it makes me feel better knowing that this game won't be as much of a wash, and I'll keep an eye on the levels of the gym leaders and the Elite Four and everything like that in the game moving forward, and that way I won't get too high level. Because there are a lot of times where there's a big gap in between recording one episode to the next episode. Funny enough, I'm recording this episode on Valentine's Day. I got nothing else going on, so why not? But I just... what level are you at? 29? No. Actually, hold on. I just thought of something. Because I got it from Watson. Oh, perfect. You can learn Shockwave. That is a great move to teach you. I guess I'll get rid of Bubble Beam because I don't really need Bubble Beam when I have Surf. I actually need a Fairy move. I mean, I don't need a Fairy move because I like the idea that my little Goomster is just gonna be like how normal types typically are, where they're just... they learn all sorts of different moves except for Stab. Because I don't know how many people use Stab normal on a normal type. Because mons like Snorlax can learn Surf as well. So it's not like he really needs a move like Body Slam because it's just strong anyway. 31 for you. Moonrazor. I was just talking about a move like that. Calls on the moon may put the foe to sleep. Oh yeah, sure. The only thing I may get rid of is maybe give it T-Bolt instead of Shockwave. But also, when I was training and like getting new mons for my team, I did get the Farfetch evolution. What's it called? Crap. It's like... Oh, Malarkey. Malarkey is his name. So, it is a fighting and flying type. I'm not sure why it was in the normal type gym, besides the fact that it evolves into a normal type. But, or evolves from a normal type. That's just where we are. But, oh yeah, so it learned Drill Peck. And Drill Peck apparently has no accuracy check in this game, so it's like Aerial Ace. And I didn't know that they made a change like that. Certainly interesting to say the least. 33 for you. I guess this Goomy doesn't really like me. Actually, I can take it now. See, I'm starting to get tricked now because I feel like one of these is a shiny. But I feel like I know what shiny Golduck looks like. Oh, thank goodness for hitting him. Oh my gosh, you just knocked it out. Let me see how your stat spread's looking right now because I haven't been paying attention. 114. Okay, that's fine. That's manageable. So I got 3 Virogate. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of make my team a little bit more balanced. So I have a Surfing Mon now, and I think the last mon on my team, it's gonna be a physical attacker because I have, I'll have 3 special, wait, how is that? Who is my 3 special attackers? I mean, I have this Goomy, I have the Venomoth, or the new Venonat Evo, oh, and Dracebarath. Yeah, those are my 3 special attackers. So the last one's gonna be another physical hitter, so it's probably gonna be a mon that can learn fly. I don't know if it's gonna be a stab flying type or what, but that's my thought, because part of me wants to have an idea of going into this game knowing what I want to get, but at the same time it's a little bit harder to, I don't want to say harder to plan out, but it's something where it's not as fun, I guess to say, but it makes things easier for me on the recording side. And I'm just kind of waiting on Goomy to evolve at this point. I might actually have to go back and heal. I got 4 Thieves left, and I'm honestly surprised that it does KO. As far as I know, the mons in here don't hold items. Okay, so it's this one. I kind of hope that either Goomy evolves soon, or I don't know. I just hope the Goomy evolves soon, I guess. I don't know. What level do friendship mons normally... Oh, I can just check. It's over in Verdanturf. I don't know. I think I'll wait and see... what's the word? After I finish EV training this. And then I'll see where I'm at. But I would hope that it would evolve sooner rather than later. Although I'm expecting that I'm gonna probably... Ooh, recover! Actually, No, I'm not gonna teach it recover. I really want to, but it's just one of those things where I have so many good options. Because honestly, I'm probably gonna replace Dazzle Dust once I get an actual fairy move. But I don't know what it gets. I suppose I could have checked while I was looking up its info anyway, but I just didn't. But yeah, here we are. I'm probably gonna cut a lot of this out because it's just me just talking to myself, talking with myself, whatever it may be. Just kind of waiting on my Goomy to evolve and for me to get the EVs that I need. I would really hope that it would... Oh, I can actually take 2 now. You and you. Nice slash on you. Extra sensory and shockwave. Oh, so that thief, or what's it called? That crit was actually necessary earlier. Okay, cool. Makes sense to me. I think I'm gonna go and heal and... Or not heal. I'm gonna wait until I get to level 40 and see where I'm at. Because if the Friendship Raider is still... Oh, here we go. Hold on. Sound on. Editor, which is me, remember to cut out the music. Oh my gosh. What is this dude? I love him. Gulasso. Aw, he's so big. Oh, I like this music. I never actually listened to the music before. Oh my gosh, that sprite is gigantic. 189 EVs. Cool. Anything new with the stat spread? I don't need stab. That's actually really cool. Do I have any... No, that's a special attack. I need special attacks, I should say. Maybe he'll learn something. Actually, you know what? I think I'm just gonna cut the episode here because actually I don't need to save it yet because I basically showed off what I've been doing. So what I'll do is I'll finish EV training up Gumi or Gulassel, I should say, and I'll get everything ready for the next episode. Funny enough, this is episode 13, which is certainly an episode in itself. But yeah, I have 3 fairy types on my team. I didn't even realize that, but I'm fine with it, honestly. So yeah, that was today's episode. If you enjoyed, hit that like button down below. Hey, don't worry about it. We'll be back with actually traveling next episode. You can just consider this a filler episode. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Momentai.